Okay, another video. You guys know you love this stuff. So today we're going to talk about the Burko axle clutch. This is a clutch we're rebuilding that was out at Newcastle. And it managed to finish pretty good in the B Limited class. We just used this one single disc. It's made out of fiber. You know, there's a metal one that we use that we really like, but we've been playing with this one disc style. And that's something different than Burko ever did. And even though it was a great clutch, we've made some better improvements to it. So for example, normally it takes a little spacer like this that your clutch kind of, you know, the floater. I'll show you the floater. So the floater comes in here, and that's how it locks the clutch up, is when the friction hits this area. It engages, the pressure plate engages this, pushes it, and this holds the friction, the floater, in place. So a lot of guys, not always, but they'll get clutch chatter, and they can't seem to solve that problem sometimes. Not always. Clutch chatter can be caused by a few things. I think one of them is these stands tend to rock. They, over time, as they start to hit, they're not stable. So we've made a better one. It's got a flange. Wow, look at that. And sits underneath the friction. And it gives you a much better, you can just feel it when you put it in there. It's a lot more stable. So I think that helps the clutch chatter situation. You can see on this friction, we have our clutch arms that we specifically made for these clutches. Different than the original ones. The original ones, they used two stamped steel metal ones, and it would fit in this slot like so. And I'm just showing you the width. Not doing a very good job, but anyway, it took two of them, and these things would break. As I know, because I broke them. Because we run what we sell. They would break in that pin area. The pin would, let me get a little better camera angle on it. They would break, that's magnetic too. They would break right here. And once that breaks, you don't have any pressure going to the pressure plate. And it doesn't engage, and you're having no fun at the track. And changing one of these at the track's a pain in the butt. Got a pulley axle, no fun. But nevertheless, we've improved these things so that you don't have that problem with the breakage anymore. Because if you look at the difference, you see how much thicker that is. So you take two of these, again, stamped steel. These arms that we use are heat treated, Blanchard ground. I don't know if you can see the grind on them, but they're all Blanchard ground to size. And it makes this clutch just a bad boy. And like I say, it was out at Newcastle, this last Newcastle trip. I think in B Limited, the owner, a guy named Russ War, finished every race and didn't touch the clutches all weekend, and sent me some nice notes from the track telling me how happy he was with this one disc experimental clutch. We're probably going to be building a few more of these. But again, don't forget, we've got brand new ones available, and we can build them brand new now. And they look like that. Whoa. There you go. And on top of that, our new ones have all the new stands, have the new clutch arms, have the new friction. You just can't beat them. Once you set these things up, you forget them, set them, forget them, and maybe next year you'll have a clutch problem. Maybe. There you go. The new Burko revised axle clutch, 1.25 and 1-inch hubs are available, so we can sell them in 1-inch or 1.25 inch. They start out at $19.50, and depending on how you dress them up, but pretty much a nice clutch, pretty indestructible. That's the nice thing. We like indestructible. We run them on this big C open here with our 160 cc's per side C open, and they stay on there all year. And then we haven't really done much to them in the last 2 years, actually. So you save money on rebuilds, especially if we just build a 1 disc instead of buying 3 or 4 or whatever. You're only going to spend a disc one time. You're going to need 1 disc. So you're going to save money on a rebuild at the end of the year. And you're only going to rebuild these things once a year. I mean, at the most. So set them, forget them, put big power in front of them. They don't care. Great clutch.